Hey, Ragi here, coming at you with another video review. Today, as you can see, I've got a new setup. Yeah, it took me a little longer to get this worked out than I expected, but as you can see, I did finally get it done, which is nice. And if you couldn't tell already, I'll be reviewing the 1/144th scale real grade Char Zaku 2. So to start the review off, let's start with his size compared to a soda can. Yes, an actual soda can. I did finally manage to get one. Colors on this guy are pretty different compared to what I'm used to working with. You get kind of a maroon color with a dark gray, a medium gray, a plain old red, kind of a coral red, and a salmon color. And then white, silver, and bronze for stickers all over the place. And his leg fell off. Sorry about that. One problem I have with this model, as with all other real grade models, as you should see as time goes on, is bits fall off. Bits fall off, and bits fall off. Okay, moving on. So for the posability, his head can go up and down, side to side just a little bit, and rotate, but if you look as it rotates, anyway, as the head rotates side to side, the mono eye will move side to side as well, giving it the appearance that it's peering from side to side, which is pretty cool. There is a joint at the body that allows the arms to move up and down just a little bit, back and forth quite a lot. The arms can go out that far at the actual shoulder. They can go all the way around. As you saw before, the shoulder armor can move, and it is on this complex joint, which you can see there, which allows it to move pretty much all over the place, rotate and all that good stuff. The arms can rotate all the way around just below the shoulder. They can bend at 2 points. First one right there, which gives some nice armor movement. Second one is right there, though it doesn't really give any armor movement, which is kind of disappointing. Just collapse that all back. The wrists can move in and out just a little bit, side to side. They can turn at the actual wrist of the hand, causing the wrist armor to move, something that I don't want to happen. The hands can move in and out just a little bit at an actual hinge. The fingers, the thumb is on a ball joint, so it can move in and out, up and down, and rotate. Index finger can move up and down, side to side, rotate just a little bit, and it is articulated at this first joint. Same here. Up and down, side to side, rotate just a little bit, and articulated right there. There is a joint at the body that allows it to move back and forth just a little bit. It can move back and forth at the waist, side to side, rotate that far side to side. The skirt armor is posable. Can go up and down, in and out, back and forth. Can also pop off. Again. Side skirt armor can move in and out, as well as rotate a little bit. And the back skirt armor can also move up and down just a little bit as one whole piece. The legs can move forward that far, back that far, rotate just a bit at the hip, out to the side that far. And the part of this review I've been dreading all this time. You can bend this guy's legs at 2 points, which will cause his thigh armor to move and give a pretty neat effect with the individually linked hoses right there. So as you bend him, the hoses will bend all over the place and this will move. But one thing to be wary of as you're moving him, the hoses have a tendency to come off of their little supports and send these bits flying everywhere. Anyway, you can bend this guy's leg at a second lower joint, which moves the hoses again, gives some nice knee armor movement. So all in all, you can, if this doesn't go flying, bend his legs that far, which looks pretty cool, even with the dastardly hoses, which are, amazingly enough, not giving me any trouble this time. You can move his feet back and forth a little bit at the ankle, back and forth a little bit at the actual foot, side to side, rotate some. You can move the main part of the foot up and down, move the toe up and down, and you can move the back of the foot up and down just a little bit as well. So all in all, posability is pretty good, although I will have to warn you that getting him posed without stuff going everywhere is not quite as easy as you would hope. And of course, he also comes with a lot of accessories. To start things off, he has the Zaku's famous Heat Hawk. It's pretty much just a simple axe, or a simple one-handed axe. It's got quite a bit of detail on it. Looks very cool. Naturally can hold it. Just gotta open up his hand. There is a hole in his hand tab on the weapon. Just put the tab into the hole in his hand. Just like that. Close up the fingers. And now he's wielding his Heat Hawk. Looks pretty nice. He can store the Heat Hawk on his side skirt armor. Comes with this little clip. You just clip it onto the neck of the axe right there. Take this peg, put it into the hole in his side skirt armor. See if I can get it to where you guys can watch me do this. Just press it in there. Now he's ready to get the Heat Hawk out to battle. He's also got the beam or submachine gun, I think, that the Zakus use. It's actually got a little bit of posability. This spare handle here can move side to side. Scope can move side to side. And you can also take the magazine off of the top here. And you can't see it right now, but if you pull those two pieces apart, if you pull those apart, you can see that, if I zoom or focus in enough, that there is detailing of little bullets in there. That's pretty cool. You can actually store the magazine all by itself on his side skirt. Just take the tab right there and put it in the tab on his side skirt armor. just like that. Not too bad. Sadly, I can't think of any way to store the weapon itself, but we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. He can hold the weapon. There is a little tab that just folds out right there. And you can pop it out to either side so that he can hold it in either hand. Just get the hand opened up. There's the tab, or there's the hole. Just gotta line it up just right so that the tab will go into the hole. Sorry about that. Getting the weapon in his hand was a little harder than I expected, but as you can see, it can be done. Although, what you're supposed to do with it from there is a little tenuous. Just kind of put that off to the side. He has one more weapon. A big bazooka, or rocket launcher, I'm not really sure which. It's got a little posability as well. Scope can move side to side. Spare handle can move side to side. Or side handle. Again, like with the beam rifle or whatever, he can hold it. Just pop out that tab, position it into the hand, and there he is with the rocket launcher equipped. Unlike the this can be stored on the model. There is a panel on the back skirt armor you can fold down that has a little notch in it. There is a little groove right in there. The groove will sit on that notch. And it actually sits in there fairly securely, all things considered. And then he has two last accessories. These closed-fisted hands. That's about it. There is one last thing he can do, and that is he has an opening cockpit which has a fair amount of detail in it, which you should be able to see there pretty well, hopefully. Getting the hatch back down can be a bit of a pain, though. Unless you have an X-Acto knife. But, man, that about covers it. That's it for my review of the 1/44th scale real grade Char Zaku 2. Bye-bye.